Just set the tip at the target and just drop it. You know, but just make sure that, you know, step back, make sure it is going at your target, that it's lined up, that's not, you know, one way or the other.
Yeah.
And then what's going to be key when you step into this is making sure that your feet, knees, hips, and shoulders, it's kind of their old elementary school song, but all that is lined up to that rod, right? So we don't want to have the rod like this, and then we're going to line up this way, right? That's not getting square. That's going at your target out to the right, but you're lined up way left, right? So we got to make sure that our feet, knees, hips, and shoulders are all going square with the rod we put on the ground to make sure that we're lined up properly and everything is, you know, squared. That way, when you take a swing, you know, you don't have to worry about, well, my alignment wasn't right. You know, if you miss hit one and you're lined up properly and it doesn't go towards your target, well, now we can get into the full swing and kind of dissect what's really going on. But when we get set up and we're trying to swing the club, now all of a sudden, instead of turning, we're just going and we're picking the club straight up. And it might feel like you're making a turn or a golf swing, but really there's no power there. All we did was just pick our arms up and bring the club, you know, up here. Right? I haven't actually done anything with my body, right? So we got to make sure that when we turn, that our left shoulder for us right-handed players is turning behind the ball, right? When we get the club set on the ground, again, the shaft length determines how far we're standing away from the ball. I'm going to have a pretty narrow stance, but the ball is still going to be played off the inside of our left heel for us right-handed golfers, right? So the ball's just inside our left heel, but our stance is pretty narrow, so it'll look and it'll appear like it's kind of middle of our feet here, okay? We'll have more weight on the front foot, about 60-40 ratio. You don't want to be too far forward, and you don't want to have your weight back because that's going to cause more, you know, miss hits. So again, narrow stance, weight's a little forward. Our hands are a little ahead of the ball. I have a little shaft lean. And all we're gonna do is pick a clock or a time that we want to stop our forearm at, right, not the club, and then follow through all the way up. So if I'm gonna demonstrate one to the far flag, I'm gonna go to about 9 o'clock on that with the backswing, okay? So narrow stance, weight's a little forward. I'm gonna take the club back to 9 o'clock. Okay, so it doesn't roll out as much, but I hit it the right distance.